All right, look, y'all, check this out. I just want y'all to hear this and hear it well. The time is now, and screw it. Time ain't real. The moment is now. The moment is here. The moment is now. To get your heart right, to start operating from your heart chakra, start operating from a place of pure love. I'm not here to tell you this is what you should do, even though these are the right things to do. I'm simply here to just put the message here, and y'all free to do what y'all want to do with it. The moment is now. The planet has gone through a major shift. Evil and corruption is being exposed at a high alarming rate. You have all this information coming out about all these things, the wicked government, the lies that have been told all throughout history, because y'all got to remember, history is his story. His story. History. History is spelled History, right? Well, split his and story down the middle. You got his story. So history is his story, which is basically man's story. So history is man's version of the historic events that happened all throughout the timeline from 1494 to up until the year 2023. Okay, so understand in Egyptian mythology, right? The way into the afterlife, the way into the heaven realm, the spiritual realm, the way to get into the afterlife, what did they did? They weighed their hearts. The god of death, Anubis, the god of the afterlife. And afterlife is basically after anything other than this physical realm is known as the afterlife. So there is no death. There is no afterlife. There is only the physical realm and then the spiritual realm which overrides all things, because the spirit realm is all around us. This illusion, this physical matrix illusion is not real. All events that took place in this physical realm, in this physical matrix, has not been real. They've all been illusion and constructs of the mind. So it's like, you ever seen them movies? You ever seen them people who so-called in a psychiatric ward? You know, they're in the mental asylum, and you got all these people who talking about they schizophrenia, and schizophrenics, they be talking to themselves, talking to other people, having conversation with other people that's not so-called not there, seeing shit. All these so-called people in the insane asylums and all that shit. I'm talking about the screw psychiatric hospital patient. I'm talking about the real true people that's in insane asylums. Do you understand that these people are not crazy? This is what happened to them people. It's just like in the movies, in all the superhero movies, in all the supernatural movies. What happened before Superman came? Everybody thought they just lived in this world where money ruled, everybody human, woo, woo, woo. Until Superman came. Superman came and shook their whole foundation of what they thought was ever possible and not possible. Hell, some of the humans started to believe they was superheroes. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Superman, he came down to Earth. The son of Kal-El, Krypton, came down to Earth. Went toe to toe with the government, and they couldn't do nothing with him. So Superman turned himself in. Then he broke out of jail. Then he crashed into the White House. He crashed into the White House, took the president out, flew up in the sky with him, and couldn't nobody do shit about it. Couldn't nobody do nothing. This Superman. What y'all gonna do with him? They tried everything. They tried to shoot him with rockets, bullets. Tried to have the whole military come at them. What can y'all do with somebody who took your tanks and bent them? What can you do with somebody who took the thing that on the tank that shoot the rockets out? What can you do when he take that and bend it over all the way into the little hole thing where the dude's sitting in the tank to shoot the rocket? What you gonna do when somebody bend that and turn it all the way back into you? What you gonna do? Shoot it? Go ahead. What can you do with somebody who basically is seeming like God? No man-made thing could with Superman. So in all these movies where you so-called have this normal mortal world, right? And all the supernatural movies, you start off with this normal so-called mortal world, right? And then some supernatural event happened to where it changed their whole reality of what they thought was even what they thought was even what they thought was even what they thought. Right? So it's like that. The spiritual realm is like that. So with these psychiatric patients, not the psychiatric patients, but with these insane asylum patients, the thing is what happened to them is they truly seen some shit. This is what happened to them. You know, like in the movies where, you know, people be saying, you know, they in all the horror movies where the poltergeist and the city obsidian and Devil May Cry and all these movies where like the movie Chucky and shit, where you got this doll that's possessed by this evil serial killer and he transferred his soul into his spirit, because we know they don't have souls. He transferred his spirit in his essence into a doll that became a killer doll. The thing that happened with these people in the insane asylums is they really seen shit like that. I'm talking about they probably didn't literally see a Chucky, a doll, walk toward them and say, "I'm gonna kill you right now." I'm talking about little Haribo dolls, little what they call them, baby alive, a baby so real. They probably ain't see a baby alive doll get up and start to walk up to them with emotion like this and, "Hi, I'm baby alive. I will kill you." You know what I'm saying? They probably ain't see nothing, you know, close to it. But I'm telling you, these people literally seen supernatural things. And what's crazy is the reason they became so crazy and shit is because it shook them to the very core and foundation of what they thought was even possible. Like right now, if a dragon came out the sky right now and just landed somewhere where there was a whole group of people, where I'm talking about where the whole world could broadcast this, and the dragon just landed there. I'm talking about if the president was giving a speech in the White House and it's broadcasted all on the TV, and we just see a dragon land. I'm talking about real life fire breathing dragon, dead ass in our face on live TV, just swoop down, grab the president, bite him up, and just take off and leave him flat. Nigga, do you know, bro, it won't even be no words or nothing after that. It won't be it won't be no scream, no nothing. It will be total blank silence. You know why? Because it will shake you to the very core of your foundation where you won't even scream. You will be so shook inside, you would just be still, like total, your whole inner organs and everything will all go still. It will all pause for 10 seconds. Because you will literally be shook into your very core and foundation of what you deem to be possible. So what happened to these people in the insane asylum is they, you know, their brain is already programmed and wired a certain way. Their brain is already programmed and wired to say, this is possible. That's not possible. A plane can fly. A person can't. That's a spoon. That's a fork. That's up, that's down. If you want to walk up the stairs, you got to walk up the stairs. You can't walk down the stairs and go up the stairs. That's not how gravity works. This is this and that and that and that and this and all these things, all these beliefs and concepts and philosophies that they've been programmed with over their lifetime and that their ancestors gave to them over lifetime, that they ancestors learned from whoever they learned it from and got it from them over lifetime. We talking about deep-rooted program, deep-rooted beliefs, concepts, and philosophies of what's possible and what's not and what is and what ain't and what's the, you know what I'm saying? To where if something literally comes that if you experience something that's so groundbreaking, so just and it's just in your face. I'm talking about literally you can't deny that if a dragon swooped down and on live TV broadcast to all the world and just swoop the president up. We all seen that with our own eyes. You wouldn't be able to deny it. So that's also one of the things that happened to them. They literally seen something. They truly literally seen something supernatural. I'm talking about as well as you can see it on all the scary movies, but you'll be like, damn, but hey, good thing Chucky ain't real in real life. I mean, good thing Paranormal Activity ain't real in real life. Good thing The Conjuring and all these scary movies and Annabelle, good thing Annabelle ain't real in real life. But guess what? Those people thought that too. But they probably didn't see the same shit that we see on these horror movies, but they seen something just as real. And the reason they went crazy is because they never thought that this what they was like, bro, what? Something like Chucky really exists? I mean, and it just in chemical it's certain chemicals released in their brain at that very instant that they seen it. Certain chemicals released in their brain that have never been released in their brain before, and their brain was wired a certain way, and in that instant their brain literally became, it was like their brain was like wired like this in at first. Then when they seen that a chemical released in their brain that was never released before, and then this is literally what happened to their brain. It was wired this way, and in the instant it became like this. It rewired itself a whole different way. And this is why these people become nothing like what they were at first before they went through the traumatic experience. When the insane asylum people were children, they wasn't crazy like this. You'll be like, damn, something happened in their life. Now they like this. You've seen people like that all the time. Be like, bro, that person was never like that, man. Something happened. Exactly. They seen the reason they never like that again because literally their brain is literally became rewired in a whole totally completely different way to where it never was before. And a certain chemical was released in their brain that was never released in their brain before. They've never experienced it. It basically changed this person. Literally, like their outer appearance was still the same, but literally their whole entire inner being was literally changed completely. And when these people be in there, these people literally seen spirit. They seen things. And when you go to in these insane asylums, and you go into these insane asylums, and these people still in there talking to themselves, you got people in the insane asylum. These people will still be talking to themselves. So the nurse come in there and shoot them back up with some meds to put them back to sleep. These people still be in there talking to themselves, yelling, going crazy, yelling at the wall, saying "I'll kill you," and nobody there. This is because they still are seeing the supernatural things. They literally are still seeing them. Once they seen them, they began to see them their whole life. And that's another one of the reasons where these people began to go crazy, because it's not like these people seen it one time and they went crazy. Hell no. It would have just been an experience like, it would have still been shook them up though. It would have still shook them up, but it would have been like, it would have just been like an experience they never experienced before that shook them up so bad that they never been shaken before. But it wouldn't have did all that. I'm talking about these. It's like this. It's like these people literally seen Chucky in real life. The real life Chucky, a real doll that looked every way like Chucky, that was literally walking up to them. I'm talking about they was walking out their job one day, and a little dog walked up to them, very real, very lifelike, and you could literally feel the life from this dog. You could literally feel the life force energy within this dog. And it's walking up to you saying, hey, I'm Chucky, I'm gonna kill you. And you hurry up and get in your car and you leave, because they like, hold up. Hell no. Hell no, bro. Hell no. I'm getting up out of here. I'm getting out of here. And that's when it shook them up. It shook them up like a way they never been shook before. Like, I just fucking seen Chucky. No, I couldn't have seen Chucky. They gonna throw it out their brain. They gonna start going through all kind of shit in their head. Like, no, that wasn't him. Hell no. Hell no, I did not just see. And then this is where it began to make them go crazy though. When he drove all the way home, drove all the way to his house. His house is miles away from there. I'm talking about he lived 30 minutes away. He got in his car. He seen himself get in his car. He rolled off. He seen Chucky still standing there in the rearview mirror. So he drove off his car way faster than the dog, right? This is where they begin to go crazy. When he got home, guess what? Chucky was sitting on his couch. The doll he just seen, he's never bought a Chucky doll. He don't know nobody could have got in his house no way to even put the doll in there. He don't live with nobody. All his family live in New York. He live in Tennessee. Basically, he know in his head there's no way nobody even has a key to my house. No way this doll. And when he see that doll, he instantly become in a state of petrified. Not terrified, not in fear, not scared. That's low level shit. It's levels to fear. He wasn't in fear. He wasn't scared. He wasn't terrified. He was mortified. He was petrified because he seen the doll that he left 30 minutes away. No way this doll faster than the car. He seen the doll in the rearview mirror. And the doll, he get home and the doll sitting on his couch. So this is what happened to these people. This is one of the reasons why they began to go crazy, and they still are crazy to this day. You go into a insane asylum, these people still cussing at the air. These people still stabbing and cutting themselves. These people still scratching and clawing at their head, saying, "Get out of my fucking head!" You know, it's because once they seen that experience, they thought it was over from there. They was shooken up in a way they never. Okay, but that can't be real, boy. That's. Whew. This shit started to begin to happen every day in their life, every day. And what you will see in a lot of the movies where these people, try to talk about what happened and tell people what's happening, what's going on, nobody believes them. So that's also another contribute to the reason they become very, very crazy like that, because nobody believed them. And guess what? Why should they? You live in a world where the only thing that's possible like that, supernatural, is in the movie and the TV show. Ain't no way, hell no, nigga. Fireballs, nigga. Spell casting and all that shit for witches on movies, nigga. Ain't nobody in real life can cast a real fireball from their hand. Ain't no way in real life a demon can possess a body, and ain't no way in real life somebody can put their essence into a doll and a doll be what? Ain't no way. It can only happen in movies. So these people thought that too until they started experiencing this shit, and this is why they went crazy. Because after that first experience, they thought it was over, but they kept experiencing it. They was experiencing it in ways where it's like, bro, I'm living in a real life horror movie. And and things begin to snap in them over time. Their brain began to get wired over time. Certain chemicals began to release in their brain over time, because for your brain to be rewired like that, and for a certain chemical to be released that's never been released in your brain before, you would have to see something that literally is so profound, so otherworldly, that it literally shakes the very core of your being, because you never thought anything like this could be possible, could deem to be possible. Hell, you would put it on God. All the religious people is believing all this so-called God and stuff. But if they literally seen a true real life demonic entity, I'm talking about one right now really walking around with teeth all bare, blood dripping from his mouth, claws all long like this, horns on his head. I'm talking about, bro, if they seen one of them right now, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know what to do. Everything that they knew about anything would instantly, it would be eradicated, because now they have seen the impossible that they thought was impossible. It literally shook them so great. It shook them to the very core of their being. to be programmed a certain way, to be and like on a small level, that's like a little boy being raised his whole life, calling one person mom or one person dad, just for him to get 18 and find out that was never his dad. It's kind of something like that, but times 1,000,000. Oh my God, my whole life, my whole life, I I called you dad. We did things, soccer games, parties, Sweet 16. This whole time you're my uncle? And you know how that go. You know how people, that, how the show groundbreaking that is, how life changing that is. But I'm talking about, this is on a cosmic level. This is so grand, to where it literally rewires their brain. Their whole literally inner being is forever changed completely. Not altered, not tampered with, completely changed as if they were never this. Completely changed. And this is why these people in insane asylums, they begin to go crazy, and they still are crazy. People never believed them that they seen true supernatural shit. And I'm talking about in their real life. They literally seen something so supernatural. And they began to keep experiencing it every day of their life. So every day of their life, after that first experience, they were bombarded by the impossible, bombarded by the supernatural, bombarded by things you see on movies and TV. That's only real on movies and TVs, right? They were bombarded by that in their life, in their real life. I know y'all heard seen the movie Carrie. They wrote a document also about Carrie, where the girl in her hometown killed and slaughtered her whole hometown using her telepathy abilities. These things are not no lie. The supernatural world is very, very real. The spiritual world is very, very real. Magic, entities, ghosts, demons, gargoyles, whatever you deem to ever be true and real on a movie or a TV show, that shit is real in real life. It's just that you've never seen it. But when you do, you're going to be like one of these insane asylum patients. And that's only if you can handle, and that's only if your mind can handle what you have just seen. So that's one of the things that's what happened. So the spiritual, I say that to say this, like I was saying, the spiritual world is very real. And this material world is an illusion. The real true reality is the spirit realms. The spirit realms is the true reality. Because before you a physical being, you got to be somewhere. Where are you? In the spirit realms, in the ethereal realms. Even in the biblical text, it say you can't enter heaven in flesh, but only in spirit. Anytime they speak about the spirit in biblical text, they're speaking about the spiritual realm. The spirit realm. Just like they showed you in Avatar, the movie Avatar, Aang, The Last Airbender. Just like they showed you in the movie Avatar with the blue people. The Navajos, or what they call them, the Navajos, or what they call them in the movie Avatar. The spiritual world is very real. And these people that, you've heard about in insane asylums and things, these people were one of out of 100 people in the world who truly in their real life have experienced supernatural things. And their brain didn't know how to deal with it, the impossible. And they kept experiencing it every day of their life after the first encounter. And so now they went crazy. When them people be in there saying, "Get out of my head, I'll fucking kill you," and you know the nurses come in there and shoot them up, and the nurses the whole time be in their head like, "Oh my God, another crazy one, another crazy one." Yeah, something in your head, yo, and the nurses just don't know. It really is somebody in her head. I'm talking about they truly hear voices in their head. When you be seeing them in there and they be